CBC fails to control the election and the country. Ezra Levant exposes the devastating fallout. As Canada prepares for its crucial federal election, the media landscape is undergoing a significant transformation that is reshaping the way political narratives are formed and disseminated. The Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, CBC, long regarded as a dominant force in news, is now facing challenges to its influence. Ezra Levant, the founder of Rebel News, highlights this shift, noting that independent media and social platforms are playing an increasingly vital role in shaping public discourse, often at the expense of traditional outlets like the CBC. For decades, the CBC has been seen as the gatekeeper of Canadian news, controlling the narrative around elections and shaping public perceptions. However, recent events, particularly the leaders' debates, have exposed vulnerabilities in this long-held position. Levant argues that the CBC's grip on the public narrative is loosening as independent journalists and content creators rise to prominence. This transition signifies a broader movement toward democratizing media, enabling diverse voices that have historically been marginalized to gain traction. The recent leaders' debates served as a critical moment for assessing the candidates' viability and effectiveness in communicating their messages. Mark Carney, the new leader of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister, faced significant scrutiny during these debates. His performance was widely criticized, with many observers noting that his responses came across as tone-deaf and disconnected from the concerns of everyday Canadians. Levant emphasizes that Carney's struggles could cost him the majority he seeks, as voters increasingly value authenticity and relatability in their leaders. In contrast, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre emerged as a strong contender, effectively articulating the frustrations of Canadians and directly challenging the Liberal narrative. Poilievre's ability to resonate with voters was clear, demonstrating a command of the issues that left many questioning Carney's preparedness. The debates not only highlighted the strengths and weaknesses of the candidates, but also underscored a critical shift in media coverage. Independent outlets like Rebel News were unafraid to pose tough questions, reflecting the sentiments of millions who feel overlooked by mainstream media. One troubling aspect of the current media environment is the apparent bias exhibited by the CBC and other legacy media outlets in favor of Carney and the Liberal Party. Levant points out the inconsistencies in media coverage, particularly regarding issues like the carbon tax. While the media had previously criticized the Conservative Party's stance on such policies, they seemed to shift their focus and tone when Carney altered his position. This selective coverage raises significant questions about the integrity and impartiality of the media, suggesting a concerted effort to protect Carney's image and maintain the status quo of Liberal governance. This bias is not merely an oversight. It reflects a deeper systemic issue within the media landscape. It underscores a troubling trend where the traditional media appears to prioritize political alliances over journalistic integrity, undermining the credibility of the information being presented to the public. As Levant notes, this kind of transparent bias challenges the foundational principles of journalism and raises alarms about its role in a democratic society. In stark contrast to the challenges faced by the CBC, independent media outlets are flourishing. Platforms like Rebel News are gaining traction by providing alternative perspectives that resonate with a disenchanted electorate. This evolution is crucial, as it allows for a broader range of voices in the political discourse, challenging the traditional narrative and fostering a more inclusive public conversation. Levant emphasizes the importance of this independent media landscape, noting that it thrives on public support rather than government funding, which can often come with strings attached. This independence allows for more honest and direct engagement with the issues that matter most to Canadians. As the CBC struggles to maintain its relevance, the rise of independent media signals a shift towards a more diverse and representative media environment. This evolution is essential for ensuring that a variety of perspectives are presented in the public sphere, allowing for a more comprehensive understanding of the issues at hand. Levant's insights reflect a broader recognition that the media must adapt to the changing expectations of the electorate, who are increasingly demanding transparency and accountability from their leaders and the institutions that cover them. The Liberal Party's strategy appears increasingly desperate as they attempt to maintain control over the narrative leading up to the election. Levant highlights tactics that verge on the underhanded, such as accusing independent journalists of spreading misinformation and employing questionable methods to undermine their credibility. These actions reflect a party that is fearful of losing its grip on power and is willing to resort to extreme measures to protect its interests. For example, the use of sensationalist tactics, such as planting misleading narratives at conservative events, illustrates the lengths to which the liberals will go to distract from their own shortcomings. This behavior not only undermines the integrity of the political process, but also raises significant ethical questions about the role of government in shaping media narratives. The Liberal Party's reliance on smear tactics suggests a lack of confidence in their ability to win on the merits of their policies, highlighting their vulnerability as the election approaches. The upcoming election represents a critical juncture for Canada, with the potential to either reinforce existing power structures or usher in a new political landscape under the leadership of Pierre Poilievre. As the CBC's influence wanes, the role of independent media becomes increasingly vital in shaping the future of Canadian politics. The current political climate underscores a broader desire for change, with many Canadians expressing dissatisfaction with the status quo and seeking new leadership. The narrative is clear. The electorate is hungry for authenticity, transparency, and accountability. As the media landscape continues to evolve, voters are more empowered than ever to seek out diverse perspectives and challenge the narratives presented by traditional outlets. Levant's insights serve as a reminder of the importance of independent journalism in fostering a healthy democracy, as it provides a platform for voices that might otherwise go unheard. As the election date approaches, the dynamics between traditional and independent media will continue to play a crucial role in shaping public opinion and influencing the outcome. The stakes have never been higher, and the evolving media landscape may very well determine the future direction of Canadian governance. The choices made by voters will reflect not only their preferences for leadership, but also their desire for a media environment that truly represents the diverse views and needs of all Canadians.